Mamdani lost the race to me. He fell into the Al Sharpton trap, and Kamala Harris did. I think she would not. No, she was a seasoned politician, and she did. I was watching the DNC, and at one point, almost towards the end, but after a good while, Al Sharpton came, and I said to myself, and I said to the people I was watching the DNC with, she lost, and she lost. Yeah, you're gonna lose if you appeal to that generation, because that generation represents something that Americans don't want anymore. That's the meaning of the two Trump wins. Americans don't want this kind of divisive figures who rely, who think that multiculturalism, who think that identity politics is the way that politics should be done. Those days are over. To me, Mr. Mamdani is making a huge mistake. And when you add to that the stuff about globalizing the Intifada, I mean, what the F? Everybody understands what you mean by that, and you can't elude this kind of question. When this kind of thing, when you say them, you have to own up to them. You mean that you have to fight Jewish power everywhere. It could be symbolically, not necessarily taking arms, but the assumption is that it's the same kind of it's the old assumption that somehow the Jews are manipulating world powers. That's the phrase globalizing the Intifada. That's the presupposition it has. Yeah, I'm not saying that he's calling for violence, not at all, but it's just that the presupposition is that you globalize the Intifada because you have to globalize it because everywhere the Jews are leading. And this kind of stuff, you said it, you have to own up to it.